How we doing, guys? So this is intergym competition number 3. This is going to be Blaine versus Eden Prairie at the Blaine gym. For today's course, we're going to have a 4-minute time limit, and there's going to be 9 or 10 obstacles, which are going to be 9 or 10 points, depending on your age or skill level. Our very first obstacle is going to start with the cliffhanger or rock wall here. So older groups and advanced groups will be climbing up to the cliffhanger and will not be able to cross past and use any holds past the blue tape mark. Younger groups will just be using the the rock wall itself as they go across. And finish is going to be past the semicircle mat over there. You can touch that mat; it's not velcroed down, but you have to get past it to get your full clear. Clear. So again, you can use it, it's not velcroed down. You have to clear it completely though to get your clear call. After the cliffhanger rock wall, competitors will be working their way over to the trapezolines. It's a combination trampoline and trapeze obstacle. Competitors will be starting here on the first trampoline. Competitors will have a trampoline, a trapeze bar, another trampoline, and then another trapeze bar to get all the way to their finishing platform, and it'll be adjusted for height and distances based on age and skill groups. So this will be the adult setup, jumping out to the trampoline. Again, you can, when you get onto that trampoline as well, you can't, the heart-shaped hold up there won't be above it. It'll just be the trapeze bar, trampoline, and trapeze bar. And then the finishing platform is again on or past. If you clear it over onto the airbag, that's totally fine. You'll just have to come back onto it for your next obstacle. Clear. And then this blue mat here will also be your start for your next obstacle. Next obstacle is going to be our ring anchors. So the ring anchors here will be again adjusted based on height and age group, and competitors, you can take the ring off early if you wish, but your finish is getting all the way to the far raised mat down at the bottom. You can't use any of the cross beams or anything. It'll be just the rings only. You can't grab onto the actual ring anchor either. It is the rings only as you guys are going across this obstacle. After competitors land on this mat here, our next obstacle that we'll be moving into is the laches. So competitors will have a mat here to help them get up to the lache bars if they need. The lache bars will be different again based on age group. The oldest groups, the most advanced groups will have 8-foot laches. And for this obstacle, this bar here is your start. So getting up, you can't fall off the mat and fall. It's once you get on the bar, once you touch it, then you've started the obstacle. And your finishing platform will actually be back behind you. You must engage the second lache bar though. So you must catch your lache, turn around, come back, and then get to your first finishing platform. Back all the way to the far mat. And then again, it'll be adjusted based on age group. Moving on after that, we have our balance obstacle, the pillar of death. So on this obstacle, and this is different than a lot of obstacles that we normally do, incidental contact is not allowed on anything other than these pipes. You can use the sides of the pipes. The ground is still off limits as always, but incidental contact is not allowed on anything. So if you brush the post, if you brush any of the pillars or boxes or ropes that are around here, it is a fall. Incidental contact is not allowed on this obstacle. And competitors must get all the way around using the pipes, all the way to the far finishing, to the finishing platform as well. Clear on the platform here. So again, just to repeat, incidental contact is not allowed on anything. That is the point of this balance obstacle. Moving on from there, competitors will be coming up to their starting platform here for the cannonballs. Now, one big thing to note with this obstacle is all the posts are in play. You can use the posts on this obstacle. Now, competitors can reach out, jump out as far as they want on the cannonballs, use as many screws as you want. Can't use the mounting hardware at all, so no grabbing the bolts, the straps, anything like that. You can use the cannonballs only. Otherwise, again, competitors can use as many or as few cannonballs as they wish, and all of the posts as well. And they will be adjusted again based on height and skill level. You might see some rings in here as well. Distances will get changed up. But your finishing platform is back to, you will have to cap back onto the wooden platform without falling off of it. Again, 2 feet right on. We'll be clear for this obstacle. All right, and then next we will be moving on to our split decision obstacle. So competitors will have a choice of a upper body intensive obstacle or a lower body only agility obstacle. So I will demonstrate both for you. For the lower body agility obstacle, again, it is lower body only. Any contact above the waist, hands, chest, face will all be considered a fall in this obstacle. It is lower body only, moving all the way to your final finishing platform. So again, falling off to any side will be a fall. You must get completely onto your finishing platform here to finish this obstacle. The other option would be our upper body side. So again, you're picking one or the other. You do not have to do both. So for our upper body obstacle, competitors have access to the rope here, a couple of rings, and then the big giant pipe fitter to get all the way to a further away finishing platform than the one we just were at. Competitors must get all the way to the marked pad here to finish this obstacle. Clear. And again, competitors can use their feet up on the big PVC. You just have to watch out for the straps. You can't grab the straps. Incidental contact is fine. You'll be warned if you repeatedly press against them though, so watch out for the straps on the big PVC. Now, whichever obstacle you did here on split decision, you have to track back near to where you started to come over to some of our final obstacles, which our last one being the trampoline jump to the stronghold hold. Now, so competitors can get much as a run up as they want. They can come stand on the trampoline, that's fine as well. Trampoline is your start to get up onto the trapeze bar there. And so competitors will have the trapeze bar and anything on the stronghold hold. So everything is in play other than the straps, so just the actual hold itself in order to get onto the blue airbag. Now, this box here is allowed to be touched, however, incidentally only. So if you try to land on it or you kick it over, then that will be a fall. You have to get over it and above and around it without knocking it over. So if you bump into it, that's fine. If you kick it over completely and it falls over, that will be considered a fall on the obstacle. So you got to watch your feet here to get all the way onto the blue airbag to clear this obstacle. And clear. As you guys might have saw, my foot did bump it, but incidental contact is fine as long as you don't knock it over or deliberately land on it. So our second to last obstacle is not going to be the same for everybody. So salmon ladder here will be an obstacle that is only for the advanced and the adults. 10 to 13 advanced will have to jump the bar across, and as long as it lands and stays in any of the rungs on the other side, then they will get their point here. Advanced have to get the rung all the way to the top of the other side of the salmon ladder. Adults. Adults have to get it all the way to the other side, all the way to the top of the salmon ladder. You can use either side though, as you could go up this side if you wish. Any part of the salmon ladder is allowed to do that. That would be clear for the 10 to 13, advance. And clear for the 14 plus. After that, all competitors will be moving to our very last obstacle, which is warp wall. The warp wall will be different depending on your age and skill level group. The oldest groups will be going all the way up the 14.5-foot wall. You're allowed to use just any part of the blue wall. You can't touch the red at all, but any other part on the slope is fine to get all the way up and over. Clear. And again, so this is the Blaine versus Eden Prairie course. We are going to have 9 or 10 obstacles, which will be worth 9 or 10 points depending on your age group and your skill level group. And the time limit will be 4 minutes. Thanks guys, have a great comp.